All right, what's going on, guys? Try back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video. We're taking a look at some new preview pictures we have for Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, and we also have some of our episode titles. All right, guys, so we can't forget, in case you have, that Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 is going to be premiering the week after the Walking Dead Season 10 finale airs. So what we're thinking is most likely they'll have the Walking Dead Season 10 finale October 4th, which is a Sunday. Then after that, they'll have World Beyond, and then maybe Talking Dead after that. And then the following week after, they'll have Fear the Walking Dead with maybe World Beyond after that. But we'll see if that's correct. I don't know how many Talking Deads they're going to do this year. We'll have to check our guides and see what that looks like. But it looks like we'll find out pretty soon. So we have some brand new preview pictures for Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 here for, I think, the first few episodes or so of this season. Definitely a strange time to get Fear the Walking Dead. We usually get it during the spring and summer, but they weren't able to finish any of the post-production or post-filming kind of stuff, all the effects and everything else that they add in because of the lockdown. So we're seeing it at this time of the year, which is cool with me. I'm happy we have this because there's no other new Walking Dead after we see that final episode until next year. And even that's going to be, 6 episodes until next fall, it sounds like. So the first picture we have here is of Morgan. And he's got his trusty staff as usual of what I'm thinking of, and I think we probably should name Old Man Morgan. It reminds me of like the time skip where there was Old Man Rick and he had the beard and everything and all the gray and all that. Something along those lines for equivalency for Fear with Morgan. So, man, I'm glad they kept him around. I'm glad they transitioned him into Fear, and I'm glad we still get to see the story continue with Morgan. So, last season we had Morgan. He was leading the group in Fear. He was allowing everybody to join. He was trying to do right. And by everybody and be a good man. And this season we see him somewhat in a position of maybe a vagabond, or if you will, in terms of tarot, a fool on the hill possibly. He's got his staff. He's got it's kind of sad to see him like this. He's in rough shape. He's got that. He's basically wearing rags from the looks of things, and he has no group. He has nobody with him from the looks of things. He's got his backpack. And he's just not, he's not looking so good. He's got the red eyes changing color. Here we have this one here with mile 188. And so if you guys remember, the previous seasons, you had like the mile markers when they were traveling around in the trucks and everything, trying to help people, trying to do their stuff. And it's so sad to see him in this position right now, just with nothing basically. Man. So I'm sad to see Morgan like this. I hope that this season he will maybe go back into clear mode. Maybe realize that you can't help absolutely everybody, and that you can still do right by everybody, but that you have to protect yourself and you have to be careful. Man, I feel so sad for him. Red Eye Old Man Morgan. So he's just in such a rough shape, man. It's tough to see him like that because I love Morgan. So next we have Dwight, and he's walking down what looks like an alley. It has been confirmed that we're going to see him and Sherry again this season, so that's going to be really cool to see him reunited with Sherry. And so looking forward to seeing that for him, and I hope we get to see that in the first few episodes here of this upcoming season. So, as you see, now we have 3 characters that have crossed over between the series. This is very much, guys, a Walking Dead show as well, right? So if you haven't checked it, give it a chance, give it a shot. Okay, we got another one here of Dwight, and we got Althea, whom I often compare to April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm just a big Turtles fan. She's like the reporter. She's a journalist. She's got her SWAT van. It's like her news vans. I don't know. maybe I just watch Turtles too much. So here we have her and him, and presumably not having found Sherry yet. There's not a mannequin at the back left. It looks like kind of a chubby mannequin, fat person mannequin thing. You got some lights on here and a tent. So we'll see what that's all about and where they are. But I'm trying to think if, because Dwight wasn't there, was he, when Virginia kind of came in and assimilated everybody? I'm trying to remember where Althea was when that happened, but is it possible they're not part of Virginia's group? Maybe they're in other, other places and whatnot, and maybe they have not joined, so they're kind of still in and around. Here we have Virginia as well, too, and I think they did reveal in the trailers that she would be kind of on the hunt for Morgan, so she'd kind of be going after him. She just cracks me up. I don't know why. It just cracks me up. What has she got? A key on her shirt? Something like this. Are we still calling them the Pioneers? Is that what we're calling them? And is that the SWAT van in the background or some other kind of vehicle? I can't tell. I forget. It feels like it's been so long now since we've seen this last episode of Fear. It's been a while, man. It'd be over a year, right? It's been over a year since the Morgan cliffhanger. When he got shot and everything, they wrapped up season 5. Okay, so we have another one here of Althea, and so she's got her camera still, her usual deal that she's usually got going, and flashlight, and inside some kind of facility. Again, we'll see where she is, what's going on with her, what's happening. Is that a mannequin leg in the background? I just don't know what to say about that. Some red around, so I don't know. And another one in behind her at the back there. I just don't know what to make of that whatsoever. But here we have her, and she's kind of standing there, kind of looking around. She's kind of scared. It looks like dazed, something of the sort. So we'll see what that's all about. And then another one here of June and Luciana, and they're I think they're still working in the oil wells, right? So they're doing the oil refinery thing, trying to do it, and it looks like Luciana's in bad shape. Maybe she got some smoke inhalation or something like that, and June is attending to her, something like that. We did see some fire in the preview trailers for this season, that maybe the oil would catch on fire or something like that would happen. So maybe that's what that has to do with. And then we have this one here with Alicia. Looks like she's inside of Virginia's maybe meeting room. Is she meeting with her? Something like that. It looks like something of the sort, in that they have sort of been captured this season or put to work or something, or taken, I guess. So there we have that one with her. And not too much else to say about that. Here's another one here where they're wearing like prisoner outfits, and she's got hers on. You've got one guy there with 66, 73, so they're numbered. It's like they're tagged and numbered. And then you have a whole bunch of walkers kind of coming in, and they're holding up a barricade here, which is kind of cool. It looks cool anyway. So we'll see what that looks like. Maybe the prisoners won't get as good of weapons as the others. And so we have that. And then here we have her, and I don't recognize anyone else around her, but she's got the part of the turret, which is kind of her signature weapon right now, I guess, or is in the series, really. And getting ready to kill a zombie at the front with it, so that one's kind of cool. But I don't recognize anyone else here who's kind of been taken as a prisoner for Virginia, and the Pioneer Strand's got to be somewhere in and around. Another one here of her where she's kind of looks like she's standing, kind of looking around. So yeah, not too much to say about this one. Starting to get older, so there's that. And then this one here with her and Charlie. Yeah, Charlie as well. So we have that, but it looks like they're kind of wearing regular clothing again. So have they been allowed out on some kind of a mission? Have they escaped Virginia's compound? Compared to the prison outfits. I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. But I like the episode because they did an episode with the two of them before, and I thought it was really good. So I like the episodes where the two of them are kind of together, and I like how she's forgiven Charlie for killing Nick and everything, and that whole thing, and they've been able to kind of work it out, I guess, and work together. And she's kind of like a guardian for Charlie as well. And then last one we have is just of her kind of standing there, and she's got the turret there, maybe having had escaped again. I'm thinking something like that. So we'll see if that's correct or not. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the preview pictures. Let's take a look at the titles. Okay, so the title of the first episode for this season, season 6, episode 1, is called The End is the Beginning. And the writers are Andrew Chambliss and Ian Goldberg. That's set for October 11th, 2020. And I don't know if on Premiere you'll be able to watch it early. I would tend to think so, but I guess we'll see what that looks like. But I think usually that's like a Thursday, Friday release. So if you sign up for Premiere, you get to watch it a few days early ahead of everyone else, or AMC. What are they calling it now? Plus Premiere still, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. So The End is the Beginning. So I kind of like this one because it's sort of like sometimes they choose the titles based on what's going on in the Walking Dead universes or in like real life with the Walking Dead universe. So they announced the ending of the series. Which it sounds to me like they were probably going to do anyway, even if there wasn't the COVID, or maybe it'd be something like somewhat similar. But they've literally named this episode "The End is the Beginning." So the end of The Walking Dead, I guess, is the beginning, or something like this. Like it kind of speaks to me, like in terms of the overall series, the universe as a whole, that even though they've announced the end is the beginning, so that could mean that the series could be going a lot longer. And also, when the comic book series was ending, when they had just released like the final issue, it had said, or they had confirmed it was the final issue. One of the titles for the Fear episode was "The End of Everything." So it kind of seems like to me they sometimes use the titles for the Fear episodes to sort of, refer to what's going on with Walking Dead as a whole. So The End is the Beginning is a good one. So that's the series premiere episode. And then the next week, which is October 18th, is going to be Welcome to the Club. And that one's directed by Lenny James, actually. So that's a Morgan directed episode, so that should be kind of cool to see what that looks like and how he does as directing his first episode. That should be really cool. It's just kind of neat that he's the one directing, the second episode. So that's Welcome to the Club. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. So maybe that's like welcoming Strand and Alicia to the Pioneers, to the club, so to speak, to Virginia's group, something like that, as prisoners, maybe, or workers. You could think of them as. Slaves? Maybe it's not good taste to say, but you guys get what I'm saying. The third episode is called Alaska, and that one is directed by Coleman Domingo, who plays Strand. As you guys know, he's an awesome director, and it sounds like he's helped Lenny James with his episode, the second episode, so that's going to be really good because I think he does some great episodes, and so yeah, I really like his episode. So Alaska, so are they traveling? Cold in Alaska. I don't know what the title is referring to, but Alaska. That's what the episode is named. That'd be pretty far to based on where they are. And also, it's kind of warm in and around Texas, right? Where are they right now in the series? Somewhere around there. I don't know. I know they filmed there. I don't know what's going on. The Key. So that's interesting because. The Key, didn't they use that episode name for a Walking Dead original series episode? That was the fight between Rick and Negan, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah, so are they using an equivalent episode name for Fear for the fourth episode? I guess we'll see. Maybe some kind of fight between Virginia and the others. I don't know how long it'll take for Morgan to kind of come to his senses, whether the group will have to fight their way out of Virginia's group first before finding him. I guess we'll have to see which episodes are which. Which one do we get to see? The Sherry and Dwight episode, will that be like Alaska? Will that be the third episode or something? Will the second episode be focused around Strand and Alicia at Virginia's place? Will the first episode be like, maybe Morgan-centric after that big cliffhanger? Something like that, and then we'll see for that. So it's got listed 7 episodes for this first half of Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 with a poster tag, The Past is Dead. So I don't know if we're going to get to see full 8 episodes or if it's just 7. Either way, it's still almost a full half season, so whatever that ends up being is fine with me. Anyway, that'll be it for this video for today, guys. Let me know what you think about the preview picks and the episode names that we have so far, and whether or not you think there'll be an 8th episode, whether or not you think they got it done in time, or if it ends up being just 7 episodes. Leave your comments below, thumb the video up, share, favorite, and subscribe at the bottom left if you're new. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.